I wanted to do a quick run through of what it might be like to get the footage imported, converted, synced up with the audio. So here I've got a video clip that's number 34, and an audio clip that's number 24. Those two go together. We can maybe spend some time and like delete everything and kind of keep it together. That may not be a bad idea since they have similar numbering strategies. But the first thing you want to do is import it, and I'm going to assume that since it works like a USB flash drive, anybody can figure that out. The next thing to do is to convert the video, and you can select a whole folder of video, and then I'm going to have to remember to make one of these little gizmos here called a droplet, and I can just drag the video onto that and click submit, and it's going to automatically start converting however many chunks of video I just dropped on it. I can quit that little program called Batch Monitor, or I can sit there and keep it open. It will tell me how much longer it has left to go. So that ProRes resolution conversion is in place. I'm going to fire open Final Cut Pro and talk through what I might do here in the audio, or in the bin as far as folders go. Have one for the audio and video inside a raw media folder, so that I know these aren't like ready to go into the final sequence. So I'm going to import what I have from that folder into here in just a second. I'm going to get to work those into the linked clips folder so that I know they're ready to edit eventually. I'm going to do that in a sequence called syncing clips or putting clips together or whatever. I'm going to have that sequence open. There won't be any editing there. It's just a place to sync up the clips. We may have our movie as a sequence. We may have a copy of it. So those would be in a folder called sequences. So the fastest way to import a lot of things will probably be to double click the folder. In this case I'll start with the audio since that video transition is probably taking place. I can hit Command I and import a single file out of that folder, and there it is in the right place. I could also go to File, Import Folder, and I don't actually want to do that in this case because I don't really want both of those media files. That may not be a bad idea. So I'll put those both in there. Actually, it made them into a new little folder, so forget that. I'm just going to delete those and we'll call it a day. So disregard some of that. I think this file should be ready to go, and this file should be ready to go there. So first thing I want to do is drag the ProRes video down to there, and the audio that goes with it into the timeline as well. Shift T cycles you through the different sizes of the timeline. Shift T, and then Command Option W will show you the waveform views. So right here is where I slap the slate, and then right here is where it occurs in the audio. Yeah. So I'm going to zoom into that, Option plus. Set the cursor there, zoom into it, back and forth with the arrows until I find the right spots. Right here I'm going to put a marker there and hit M. You see a little tick mark go down there. And incidentally, Shift L will link and unlink the video audio tracks respectively. Whenever they have a little underline, that means they're linked, audio, video. So I can pick them up and grab them individually if I hit Shift L or click on this button right here. So now I'm going to Option minus to go back out, set the cursor over here near that one, and then Option minus my way back in, and I'm going to go ahead and grab it right there. This is within a frame. I think it's going to look pretty good. So Command Shift A will deselect everything, and then I can zoom back out. Because I have some extra audio, I'm going to grab the end of this and just kind of drag it over so that I can scoot this back. I have to pick it up right above the marker. When you do that, you see like a little indicator that shows I have hold of it by the marker, and then it's going to link up to the next marker that it hovers past, or the next snapping point. And snapping is turned on and off by this button here. So linking and snapping are right there. Two important things. It's the only default buttons that are on Final Cut once you get going. So I could mute this audio track and check it out to make sure it was okay. I already know it's going to look pretty good. So I'm going to hit Shift L so that I can grab just the audio. I'm going to delete it. I'm going to scoot this one up, select them both, and I'm going to hit Command L It's going to put an underline there and an underline there, and those are now linked together. I'm going to hit Control tilde to delete those markers there, just because they're kind of bothering me. So just to go back here, watch what happens with the linked file. Incidentally, I've got the recorder sitting right here by the candles.
Watch me.
And I was talking about once I get that done in this putting clips together timeline, I'm going to pick it up and drag it into the linked clips folder, and from there we could do some organization, but it's ready to edit and drag into our movie sequence.